Imagine an emperor, not on a throne, not surrounded by gold or ceremony, but sitting alone in a cold military tent. No audience, no advisors, just a wax tablet, a flickering oil lamp, and the sound of distant wind pushing against canvas walls. He's exhausted. The empire is under pressure from all sides. A plague sweeps across cities and legions alike. Yet here he sits, writing reminders to himself about patience, kindness, courage, humility, about how to be a better human being. This emperor was Marcus Aurelius. We quote him today for guidance. His words appear in podcasts, philosophy books, gym posters, and quiet moments when someone searches for meaning. But few people know the story behind the man, the challenges he faced, the Stoic philosophy he practiced daily, and why his private notes, never meant for the world, still inspire millions nearly 2,000 years later. So today, let's explore the life behind the wisdom. The boy who became an emperor, the emperor who became a student, and the student whose thoughts became one of the most influential works of philosophy ever written. It's April 26th, 121 CE. Rome is alive with markets, marble, and movement, the beating heart of the ancient world. Into this world is born Marcus Annius Verus, a quiet, observant child from a wealthy family with deep political ties. His father dies early, leaving Marcus to be raised largely by his mother and grandfather. Ancient writers describe him as unusually serious, even as a child. While other boys enjoyed luxuries, Marcus insisted on sleeping on a hard bed and wearing a simple cloak. It's a little like a kid today choosing broccoli over birthday cake, concerning at first, impressive later. But his disciplined nature catches important attention. Emperor Hadrian takes notice of Marcus's character and intellect. When Hadrian arranges for Antoninus Pius to become his successor, he requires Antoninus to adopt Marcus as his heir. Suddenly, Marcus is no longer just promising. He's the future. Yet it's not politics that excites him. It's philosophy. As a teenager, Marcus begins exploring philosophy with a seriousness most adults never reach. He studies rhetoric, law, and literature, but when he encounters Stoicism, something clicks. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control external events, not weather, not politics, not other people's moods, but we can control our responses, our thoughts, actions, and choices. Virtue, reason, and self-discipline form the core of the Stoic path. To a future emperor, this is invaluable. Marcus studies with top philosophers of his age, absorbing ideas that sound remarkably modern. Direct your energy inward, not outward. Examine your thoughts. Live with purpose and integrity. Practice daily reflection. If cognitive behavioral therapy had a great ancestor, this would be it. And importantly, Marcus doesn't just study Stoicism, he tries to become it. He works on his temper. He practices humility. He reminds himself not to chase applause or luxury. Power interested him less than discipline. In 138 CE, Antoninus Pius becomes emperor, and Marcus becomes his adopted son, the designated heir of the Roman Empire. But Antoninus rules for over 20 years, giving Marcus an extended apprenticeship unlike any in Roman history. He learns how to govern, how to negotiate, how to maintain stability across vast territories. He serves as consul 3 times. He marries Faustina the Younger, Antoninus's daughter, and together they start a large family. Though heartbreak is never far, as many of their children die young, a painful but common reality of the ancient world. Still, Marcus remains steady, grounded, philosophical, and when Antoninus dies in 161 CE, the Senate is ready to proclaim Marcus emperor. But Marcus surprises them. Instead of ruling alone, he insists on sharing power with his adoptive brother Lucius Verus. It's a rare and humble choice. Said differently, absolute power is offered to him, and he asks to divide it in half. But the empire is entering a storm. Not long after Marcus and Lucius begin their joint rule, war erupts in the east, with Rome's rival, Parthia. Lucius oversees the campaign, while Marcus manages affairs in Rome. The Roman forces win, but bring home something far more dangerous than any army: a devastating plague. Modern scholars suspect smallpox or a similar virus. It tears through cities, villages, and military camps. Millions may have died. Imagine leading an empire while knowing that each messenger approaching your tent might bring news of another city struck by disease. But the challenges don't stop. To the north, Germanic tribes press against Rome's borders along the Danube. Marcus spends years living among soldiers, not senators, campfires instead of marble halls, armor instead of silk. His co-emperor Lucius Verus dies, possibly from the plague, leaving Marcus to shoulder the burden alone. Later, he elevates his son Commodus as co-ruler, hoping to secure Rome's future. This is not the peaceful golden era some imagine. Marcus rules during crisis after crisis, and yet this is when he writes the work for which he is most remembered. What most people don't realize is that the thoughts Marcus is most famous for weren't written in comfort. They were written here. Between roughly 170 and 180 CE, Marcus begins writing personal reflections in Greek, not for publication, not for legacy, but for himself. He writes them during military campaigns, likely in winter quarters along the frontier. Later generations will call these writings meditations. What's remarkable is their honesty. He reminds himself not to lose his temper, not to resent ungrateful people, not to fear death, not to cling to reputation, to treat every day as a chance to practice virtue. He doesn't speak as an emperor. He speaks as a man trying, often struggling, to live according to his principles. His words feel more like a conversation with his future self. If he lived today, meditations might have been a private notes app full of reminders like, focus on what you can control, be patient with difficult people, remember your values, take responsibility for your mind. In other words, daily Stoic habits written by someone whose entire world depended on them. It's easy to place Marcus Aurelius on a pedestal, but the real man lived in a world with limitations, harsh norms, and difficult realities. The Roman Empire was not gentle, and the system Marcus inherited came with moral challenges he couldn't fully escape. And yet ancient historians praise him for his restraint, fairness, and personal simplicity. He avoided excess. He avoided cruelty. He avoided corruption. In a world built on hierarchy and power, he attempted to rule with humility in a system built for dominance. This doesn't make him perfect, it makes him interesting. He's a reminder that moral effort is lifelong, and that goodness is less about perfection and more about continuous intention. Marcus's family life is marked by both love and loss. Faustina and Marcus have many children, but only a few survive into adulthood. Their surviving son, Commodus, eventually becomes heir. History does not remember Commodus kindly. Stories portray him as reckless, self-indulgent, and dangerously unfit to rule. Whether every tale is fair or not, it's clear his leadership sharply contrasts with his father's. People often ask, how could Marcus Aurelius produce such an heir? But history is rarely that simple. Parents influence children. They do not determine them. Commodus grew up in an environment of unimaginable privilege and pressure, one with risks and expectations difficult to comprehend today. In 180 CE, while still on campaign near the Danube, Marcus Aurelius dies, likely from illness. Many historians consider his death the symbolic end of Rome's long period of stability known as the Pax Romana. His ashes return to Rome. His victories are carved into monuments. But his quiet writings, those personal reminders, become his most enduring legacy. So why do Marcus Aurelius's words resonate across centuries? Because he lived in uncertainty. He faced pandemics, war, political strain, personal loss, challenges that in different forms still echo today. And despite all of it, he tried to remain kind, rational, purposeful. His meditations remind us, you control your character, not your circumstances. You choose how to respond when the world tests you. You can be steady in chaos. You have a duty to others and to the best within yourself. Marcus doesn't promise an easy life. He offers something more powerful, ancient wisdom for modern resilience. So who was Marcus Aurelius? A Roman emperor? Yes. A Stoic philosopher? Yes. But above all, a human being who believed that leadership begins with self-leadership. He faced crises with reason. He faced hardship with humility. And he left behind not a monument to himself, but a conversation with anyone willing to live thoughtfully in a noisy world. Maybe that's why his words endure. Because in our own frantic, hyper-connected age, a voice from nearly 2,000 years ago still whispers gently, focus on what is in your control. Be good. Be patient. Be present. Use this brief moment you've been given wisely. From ancient writings in the cold to the quiet work of becoming whole, you're always welcome here. And remember, it's Illumentary, my dear viewer.